Howdy guys, how's it going? We have got the Type 63 SKS tactical rifle, as they do call it here in Black Ops Cold War. Not a marksman rifle, but a tactical rifle, and it definitely fits the case in my opinion. It is a phenomenal weapon, and both of the tactical rifles, obviously I haven't used the M16 that much. Burst weapons are one of those things where I kind of get on the fence about it. I really prefer semi-automatic weaponry whenever I can get my hands on it. You know, the old SKS assault rifle rocking 7.62 by 39. It's a good hard-hitting round, and the way this thing runs and guns once you've got a good series of attachments on it, it's just a good high-powered assault rifle. That's what it is. That's what it's meant to be in the in the real worlds anyway. So the attachments that we have got on this bad boy is going with the OPTIC, and first and foremost, just in case you're brand new to the game, you gotta have Gunfighter if you want to throw all these attachments on there at once. And then, you know, like I said, like I mentioned with the other videos, if you're rocking like assault rifle, a sub, a tactical rifle, compared to your other wild card options, Gunfighter is the one that really makes the most sense. Otherwise, the only other thing that I could recommend would be Perk Greed, and then you can have, you know, a loaded up perk combination, and then you can kind of play some different strategies. We'll get into that a lot more when the full version drops. We still, you know, this is just going to be the last day of the beta. By the time you see this, this might be the last weapon I covered during the beta period. But like the other weapons, I also feel that this class setup is going to hold its own once the full version of the game drops, because it's already balanced out very well, and I don't think there's going to be a lot that they change. But so the OPTIC I rock with, mill stop reflex, all the reflex sights are basically the same thing. When you get into the final three, you start getting into higher levels of magnification, and the Vision Tech 2x zoom scope, I really like that one for pushing out ranges a little bit, but it's still usable up close. So like, you could throw that one on right now if you wanted to, and then especially if you got a map like Satellite, it's easier to contest people out in the distance with a sniper. When you get into the one like the 4x zoom, I feel like that's a little bit too much unless you're going to strictly be going for the longer range engagement. So just keep that in mind. For the silencer, for the suppressor, we are going to be throwing on the agency silencer. I just went back a minute ago when I was comparing that silencer and this one. You might like it's better to go with the agency silencer. Barrel, we got the 16.4 inch titanium, and the reason why we go with this one is for the fire rate. Now, once again, in theory, going with like the thing I said in the MP5 video, the way they've done this is like basically the last attachment combinations are the most like OP attachments and like the best attachments, quote unquote, overall. But it depends on your playstyle, it depends on the map, it depends on the game modes, and these are about the overall like best combination, the best balance for general usage. So sticking with the 16.4 inch titanium barrel for the maximum fire rate is what we're going to be going for with this one. But I can already tell you up front that the 18.3 inch strike team barrel is most likely going to be the next one utilized in a different rendition of this weapon in a different setup. But we're sticking with that SWAT 5 milliwatt laser sight for the body under barrel. We got the front grip. The Field Agent foregrip it's weird because unlike the other ones that I worked with, the front grip feels better. Like just something about when you throw on the Field Agent foregrip, it gets a little bit wonky with like the sight picture and stuff whenever you're going for like the medium range, the long range engagements. So sticking with that foregrip for the underbarrel. Magazine, 30 round speed mag's the way to go. 35 rounds, you don't really need that many. The Vandal speed loader, it brings you back down to 25 rounds, which for me personally, 30 round mag, very solid. You can take an easily bippity boppity boo 4 people per magazine at least. You can even whip out you can whip out quite a few kills. This thing it's only a couple hits to a zone and you got them down and out. So for the grip, we got the Warden tight grip on the rear, just a bunch of rubber bands. I mean, you know, talking about an era right here where high tech wasn't really a term that was thrown out that often. And then stock, and this is one like I can mention with the MP5 and just with the weapons in general, the stock option isn't going to throw you too sideways in any situation for any of the weapons that I've been working with so far. But the commando assembly is better than the no stock option, because at first I thought based just on the stat menu and what we was kind of going back and forth with the other attachments, that no stock would be good. And when you're in game, it doesn't really hurt your accuracy, but I could not notice like, I feel like the commando assembly actually gives you faster ADS time than the no stock option, and that's something you can compare for yourself. But just once again, the overall combination of these attachments, including the commando assembly, just had the best feel and performance, consistent performance in game, even when lag was an issue. So keep that in mind too. Now that we've got the fully loaded servers with everybody and their brother hopping into the game on the beta, nonetheless. It's really testing their server quality now, because whenever it was just like singular PlayStation, singular PC, singular Xbox, whatever, it was fine. There was no server lag whatsoever, but it's just been creeping in here and there, so you got to keep that in mind. But there you go, guys. That is the attachments that we rocking and rolling with. We got our Magnum and secondary. I don't think we're going to be able to get to it during the beta. We'll see, though. We got our stem shot, frag, proximity mine, flak jacket, scavenger, gun ho, gunfighter. So let's hop into a match. Okay, we got cartel domination and checking it right up front and personal like I should have done with the MP5 video. The match is not already started, so we're good to go. So as you can see right there, look, for a tag rifle with the damage and the fire rate this thing has, that ADS time is pretty pink, brothers. Let me tell you, that right there is not too shabby of ADS time at all. So we're going to take and rock and roll with this, play it smart, play it how we got it done. I mean, this is not a submachine gun, so we're not going to be, playing super aggressive, but I still tend to play a bit on the, the fast lane with this setup, considering, like, you can play a lot faster pace with this than you can the M16. Let's just put it that way. Because you can just really reach out as long as you control yourself, because when you throw on that barrel attachment and give yourself a faster fire rate, it's really easy to abuse the trigger and dick down your accuracy whenever you're going to try to reach out and touch somebody for, those longer medium engagements, and then all the way out to the actual, like, long range engagements. But something about this, and it's just me personally, like, loving to use semi-automatic weapons in Call of Duty in general, whether it be pistols, ARs. Like, I really hate the fact that we don't have the ability to switch fire rate over on the weapons that it would be, like, historically correct for us to switch over to. But then again, like with the Magnum, the attachments on this are saying that it's like a 45 ACP, and I gotta look more into that, because if that's the case, that really bothers me, because this thing right here is supposed to be the Colt Python rocking 357 Magnum, and if for some like just stupid half-past retarded sake they've went and brought it back to be like a 45 ACP, don't even ask me what my accuracy is right there, because my thumb just had a stroke, it had a seizure, had a like stage 3 epileptic something or another, and let me just pop it on the desk right there. Just gotta, take and beat it like you would your second wife to get it in line so it knows that you gotta shape up here, thumb. Let's put it that way. I ain't gonna be sucking on you if you don't take and get the joystick action under control. Let's just put it that way. Gotta have an internal dialogue. The brain's connected to the left toe's connected to your right thumb. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Where's this pussy at? He's chilling in the truck, shoot him through the wood. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. We got 4 points right here. Get a little tactical do-jig down right there. The proximity mine. I mean, it's a bouncing Betty. The name changes. I mean, I know why they do it, but it's still kind of frustrating, especially if you're OG COD home dog. It's like, oh, that's a grenade. If you're somebody that's just like brand new to the Call of Duty franchise, the Call of Duty lifestyle, especially like, God forbid, you're somebody that all you ever had experience-wise up to this point is Fortnite or something, and you're just now coming along for the ride, by God, the terminology definitely ain't gonna bother you whatsoever. But when you're used to bouncing Betties and everything, like this right here is a SKS, this right here is a Colt 357 Python. It's like once you get used to once you know what they are and how they should be functioning, and then they aren't what they should be are, and then they don't function as they should be, it's just it can get a little bit on the frustrating side. There's only one door, buddy. You gotta come through it. Bop, 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 and you ain't gonna make it out alive. 8-0. We are just straight up beating these guys sideways. About to get shot in the back. Guy trying to pull a kamikaze sneaky on me. I ain't gonna let it happen. Let's get some artillery up in here. Get the United States Air Force involved, boy. We pay them guys to sit around and play foosball. We might as well have them drop some bombs on the kids. Yes, sir. That's what I like to see. Let's go back in here and just chill inside for a bit. I don't think this is camping. We're just kind of locking down mid-map, waiting for these guys to push up. I'm protecting B, therefore it is not camping. You feel me, brothers? Is this an enemy? How did you get here? What is the spawns of this game right now? please don't let me go like 30 or flawless. I really don't want to do that. Like and I'm not even being funny when I say that. It's like I feel bad if I'm not, because I'm not trying. There we go. Thank you for killing me. I'm not trying hardly at all. So if some kid let me if these kids let me do that to them, then I would be 100% convinced that I was playing with people that had, you know, had an extra chromosome mixed in there a little bit, which, you know, by God, they gotta have fun too. You feel me? They can slide in right here. Bop, bop, bop. There it is. The SK, it's just okay, now I'm gonna get sloppier. You know, you take and you sprinkle just a wee bit of cockiness into any situation, and then things start to go the opposite direction. That's just karma at its finest. Whew, but either way, we're having a good time. SKS solid. You can't really go wrong with it. I'm really surprised not more people are using it, but I feel like people probably try to rock and roll with the M16 first, and in doing that, it's great once you get the proper attachments on it, but I think it gives people the wrong idea of what the TAC rifles are about, because the M16 and this SKS just two completely different beasts, and the SKS takes the cake home every day. It's like a nice, moist lemon pound cake covered in glaze, brothers. You just want to eat the whole thing at one goddamn time, as I do anytime I get a lemon pound cake. But I'm not a big fan of cake. I'm more of a pie man. But like lemon pound cake is one of the only cakes that's actually moist enough to be, you know, palatable in large doses. Because it's like, I never eat just a slice of pie. It's like if I get a pie, I gotta eat like the whole pie. You know, especially if it's like Texas sweet potato or butternut squash pie, bro. I mean, that right there, 10 out of 10. Better than sex. Even though I wouldn't know, because, you know, I'm playing Call of Duty right now. I've played the beta for like longer than I've been awake for a long time. Let's just put it that way. The brain, my neurological links are a wee bit on the scrambled end. But performance-wise, we still got it. The parts of my brain that need to be functioning are doing so under the guise of a lot of caffeine that is coursing through my veins. So let's take and just rush back down. Oh, let's try to replicate the results we got last go round. Try to keep my teammates alive. Is his name legitly Billy Bob? Okay, it's Billy 1903. I was about to say, if his name's Billy Bob, then just everything in this match is aligned. The stars is aligned, the universe is Galileo just flipping, busted a nut in outer space wherever he's chilling, flipping, rubbing on his telescope, whatever kind of perverted BS he's into. I disagree with that one. I feel like all those bullets should have connected because this 5mm watt laser was shining right on his left nipple, and I just disagree with that whole situation right there. But all in all, this has been a phenomenal match. You're going to be pulling out a fat W, I can already tell you that much. Top of the leaderboard, as we should be. I don't think we're going to hold on to that title for the rest. If I could quit laying eggs, because apparently I'm a flipping chicken, and I'm just popping out grenades from my orifices. Where did I just get shot from now? I go from just dropping bodies left and right to getting shot from like just nowhere, just the ether. The great... and now just Chris Kyle's cousins come in and just start pooping on me with sniper rifles. I'm shutting down subs and shotties and pistols and ARs and just lions and tigers and bears, and then now I'm getting quickscoped. And if you haven't played the beta of this game, you would know that quickscoping is not the easiest thing to do. I've been doing it and been relatively successful. The problem is you get hit markers every 2.5 seconds. Where's this guy at? The proportions of the mini-map have been throwing me for a bit of a loop here lately, like in the maps I've been getting, because it's like people can be in corners and stuff, and it'll, in terms of the proportions of the map from what you see visually and then what you see on the mini-map, it can be hard to tell if people are actually nudged into a corner on the outside of a building or the inside of a building. So, I mean, I feel like that's something that'll be easy to identify once you get used to playing the game and you have a lot more in-game playtime. But we'll see. I'm just going to chill right here for a minute and see if anybody... Everybody is just having a love affair in that hangar over there. Just a big old orgy. Oh, what we got going over here in the bushes. These are some hardcore bushes. Like, I don't know. I know there's a Warzone tab, and I have not even clicked on it, so I don't know what that's about. Where is it? See, look at that. I feel like that guy should have been right in front of me. Now I'm going to jump down in front of the enemy right here. The Viet Cong is going to be chilling around the side. They got went and stole one of the Viet Cong's SKS. They're going to come back and try to collect it from me. I don't even know what sign I am. Am I the DGI? Okay, so that means I'm like, what, Russian? Am I Russian over here rocking with the SKS? Where you at? Bop, 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 bop. Semi-auto. Keep pushing it. Give me a 2-piece. I think I still got a kill for that guy right there. I think I tagged him enough up in like the left kneecap right there to get a kill for it. Just keep feeding me. By God, it's like Gerber baby food. Don't even have to chew it. You just swallow it. Stick yourself with some heroin. Oh my God, the whole team. 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 Don't choke now, game. There we go. Nice little 3-piece and a biscuit here at the end. Where's the 4th man? I need a 4-piece. You can't just have a 3-piece. You gotta have a 4-piece. Take and fill you up. Plenty good. If they keep pushing me, mate, they cannot be that bright. Got a guy in the window, bop, bop, bop. Teammate getting my side piece. God dang, I can't see. This is like wearing those drunk goggles back in high school when they tried to do the like don't drink and drive campaign. That guy don't know what game he's playing. He don't know what game he's playing. I'm about to get got now because all I got is this Magnum and I don't even have the good attachments on there. Let's pick up the Krig here. We coming in hot at the end, 31-5, baby. Where'd these guys go? Let's just take and try to pull your sneaky sneak on them and grab a nice C cap too. Just take and dominate them. Victory! I wasn't even paying attention to the score. We got a fat victory, 31-5. We only got 3 objectives. Normally I play the objectives a lot harder, but popping these kids with this SKS is just way too much fun. Look at that final play at the end of the game, bro. I'm pulling the sneaky snake move, slithering around the rocks at the tail end of things. Did they throw in the 4th one? And they did throw in the 4th one. So they got some nice extended time release on these drops right here. We know we got the other guy too, so we're killing it. So yeah, guys, look, the SKS is, I love it. I highly recommend it. I don't want to say it's the best because I mean I think a lot of people might not be able to perform with it because it's semi-automatic and that's just not everybody's cup of tea. But anyways, guys, always thanks for watching. If you like this video, flip and let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit me up in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share my channel with your friends, your family, your grandma, your dog, your cat, whatever. And yeah, guys, until the next one, adios.